We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. They begin the drive with Williams. And some room to run now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Again, it's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Broncos hit 5-10 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On third down, Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 39. A gain of 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for the Broncos score. With his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, his 14th overall. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your own line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Third and 2, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and goal from the 1. Now it's Herbert, rolling to his left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Guyton, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got some space here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Wilson. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 36-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Third down and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
19.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers have taken the lead. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Now Wilson on first down. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On second down, Williams.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Play action. Now Wilson.
Short throw caught by Dosich.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 22. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his throw here is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8.
Herbert now. Little short pass. This is Everett. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On first down, it's Herbert.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Wilson will throw again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with this defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Here's Herbert now on second down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. Touchdown! Mike Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score, Chargers 21, Broncos 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
115 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back. And he stopped immediately there.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a third down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way home for the Broncos score.
Marvin Mims.
67 yards.
And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert.
Open man is Palmer.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
This a 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Now it's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, 26 yards.
And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get him much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
36 pounds. Still got 4 down, 4 down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Alert. Your game to win, offense.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
All right, boys, let's keep it up. Defense is asleep.
To throw is Wilson.
And he'll find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Wilson on 1st down.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10.
Get out of here with a W, offense.
They go back to the ground with Williams.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Tim Patrick, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Herbert. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Give him another one right back to Allen.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 63 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
At the Broncos' 19-yard line.
Second and a couple. In motion right, that's Williams. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Well, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That's good recognition.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Let's put 6 on the board, fellas. 6 on this drive. 14, run it.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Eckler again.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Drew Sanders.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
On a bad time late for a pull throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Eckler now between the tackles. Muscles him off. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run here with Spiller.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Again, Spiller.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down. Keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and go out on my D. You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went the other lane and get up for it, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on it. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
The kick by Lutz is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
We got this.
And they take a knee.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing